Hi friends, long time no see. Welcome back to the channel. You may have noticed I have been away for some months, but more or less I've been on and off YouTube for more than a year now, and I have a plethora of reasons as to why that's happening. So I thought I'd sit down with you today, just friend to friend, to catch up on things, tell you how I've been, where my headspace is at, the changes that have taken place, and I want to talk about what I hope for on this channel moving forward. If you're down for an honest chit chat with an old friend, or you just want to play this video in the background as you go about your business, that's cool too. I can certainly be that person for you. Let's get started. You may have noticed that very recently I changed my YouTube channel name. So Claudia Kai is my acting stage name, which I still very much use, but I've just decided that moving forward on this channel, I would like to use my real name because I want this channel to truly be an extension of myself. So my real name is Claudia Sparrow. As you can see from what's different behind me, my husband and I moved. So we are currently in our living room. This is both my husband and I's very first place, like for ourselves. So we're not like sharing a place with a roommate, and we are no longer taking care of a home for our family members. This is really our place. I am so grateful to God for his provision because wow, I am so happy with this new home. It is cozy. There is much to be done though. Like we have to get window coverings. We have to get throw pillows, some more furniture. We got to decorate, put some wall art, that kind of thing. But I know we'll get that all done in time, so no rush. I don't know if you would be interested in seeing a home tour video. Please let me know down in the comments below. I wouldn't film this anytime soon. There's a lot to be done still, but I would for sure love to talk to you about my home goods favorites from like Amazon and IKEA and that kind of thing if you're interested in that. I've probably mentioned this before in a previous video, but I want to start a blog. I'm in the midst of getting it set up very slowly. There's a lot to be done. It looks so unprofessional at the moment, but we all have to start somewhere. I want to start a blog because writing has always been the primary mode of self-expression for me ever since I was very young. And I script most of my YouTube videos anyway, so I think it'd be useful and fun for me to expand on previous YouTube videos in the written format. So in January, despite my efforts in filming a ton of content and then editing a lot of that stuff into video format, I had to scrap all of it due to the fact that I was suffering from major burnout yet again. But I feel like my burnout was like a symptom or a precursor to really the bigger issue, which has been my personal crisis with my YouTube channel. My lack of consistency in uploading content, I think, is very much tied to my struggle with social media. And not just the struggle in creating content, but also in consuming content. I'm having difficulty talking about this because it is a vulnerable thing for me to speak on. And I want to be honest, but I also don't want to come off as an ungrateful brat that doesn't recognize their privileged position, because I am very well aware that there are people in the world who would love to just quit their 9-to-5 or whatever job they have to pursue a living just making YouTube content. And like kids these days, like if you ask them what they want to be when they grow up, they say influencer or content creator, which is bizarre to think about, to be honest. But even though my job is an amazing one, and I still can't believe this is my reality, because I know when I was probably 11 years old, when YouTube just became a thing, I wanted to make YouTube videos. I didn't know if it was going to be a career, but I certainly wanted to make YouTube videos, and now I'm doing that. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that I got to a place where I was so in my head and my conscience was on overdrive. I was questioning absolutely everything I was making, like, you know, the camera angles, the editing choices, the content, the values and morals or the lessons that I had behind each video. I was just nitpicking everything and overanalyzing everything because I just wanted to be of service and I just wanted to provide valuable content, but I was also struggling with my identity on YouTube. And it got to the place of complete self-deprecation and complete disorientation and frustration of like, what am I doing on YouTube? What is this for? What is my purpose for this channel? And like, everything just sucks and I'm doing no good. And like, that was just the script in my head. It's all I kept hearing. And It was tormenting me. I felt like when I started YouTube, it used to be fun, but then things transitioned into a place where I was just always in my head, and I was like fighting and striving to like figure out my YouTube channel on my own with my own strength, my own will, my own understanding. And this overwhelming sense of suffocation and claustrophobia just engulfed me to the point where I had to walk away. So I went off YouTube. I deleted Instagram. I stopped reading YouTube comments. Like, I just went off the map, and I needed that. I just really wanted to spend time with the Lord, away from all these distractions, away from all these responsibilities that I'm giving myself when no one is really asking it of me. And I wanted to wait on His guidance and His direction. And I think something that really captures how I have been feeling would be Psalm 25 verses 4 to 5. Make me to know your ways, O Lord. Teach me your paths. Lead me in your truth and teach me. For you are the God of my salvation. For you I wait all the day long. I've been praying so much for direction with my YouTube channel. Since being saved in December 2021, I just know that I yearn to be pleasing to Christ. I truly yearn to live the best life that I can live for Him by His grace and by His power. I no longer want to please or subscribe myself to the ways of the world or play catch up with culture. It's just like, I don't want anything to do with that. I yearn for this space to be where salt and light can be found. And if people don't know the Lord, I just pray that when they click on my videos or they see my channel, that they can see the goodness of God here. And I know that I cannot do this on my own. I can try all I want with my own efforts, thinking that I've got it covered, but I can't do it on my own. It can only be done with Christ in me. My prayer for those who watch my content moving forward is that you not only feel connected on our shared interests, but you also feel encouraged with your walk with God, that you're excited to get into His Word, that you're determined to get to know Him better, and that you're inspired to live a life that glorifies Him. This may rub people the wrong way because they certainly didn't subscribe to watch or hear this. And that's understandable. Like, if you subscribed for strictly bullet journaling content, you must be like, what is this? You didn't come for this, but I just have to be honest with where I'm at, and things change. But I do truly hope that I'll see you around though. I've gotten a lot of questions related to my faith recently because, my fault. I haven't really spoken on it clearly yet, and some have asked for a testimony video too. I will certainly film a testimony video when I'm ready, but until then, just to clear up any confusion, I am Christian. My husband and I are both Christian, but for the first half of 2022, we did do a bit of a detour, and we explored the Messianic side of Judaism and the Hebraic roots movement because we had a lot of questions related to the gospel and related to the Old and New Covenant. And we had a ton of questions related to the law, the keeping or the not keeping of the law, and also God's grace. And being at a state where you're so new to Christianity and you're so unlearned, but you're also seeing how modern culture has shaped many to preach a watered down, prosperity focused gospel, which is not the gospel at all. We just had a lot of questions and we were seeking answers. And so off we went after months of searching and learning, thanks be to God for His grace, because now we have a better, richer understanding of His grace, His love for us, and what Jesus did on the cross. So yeah, I feel like we had kind of lived through what the Apostle Paul talks about in Romans 7 or 8, about the law and being free from the law and living a life through the Spirit. So yeah, we are Christian. We are Bible-believing Jesus followers. Well, since January, this is what I've been up to. At the time I'm filming this, I'm currently 35 weeks pregnant, which is like, insane. I feel like time has just flown. I've been feeling like jabs, kicks, and rolls as she's getting bigger and bigger and there's like less and less space for her. I personally love it. I know I haven't talked about my pregnancy really at all besides my pregnancy announcement video, but I will probably make a video on my pregnancy coming soon. We'll see. And I should probably show you my bump while we're at it. So let me just get up here. There we go, there we have it. This is what it looks like. Many people have come up to me and have said, oh, you're so tiny, you're really, really small. And nope, I'm not small actually. My midwife says that I'm growing a perfect size for my body. And I know that when people comment on my belly and the growth of the baby, they're not saying it with any ill intent. They're just merely commenting what they're seeing. And if anything, I'm sure they're excited for the baby as I am, but I guess I just get in my head when I hear that because I'm like, am I doing enough? Am I eating enough? Am I growing enough? Am I not doing enough? But anyways, baby as well, mama as well, and I think that's all that matters. Okay, last thing to update you on is my hobonichi progress. I've been using the Hobonichi Techo A6 planner for about 3 months, so since the beginning of this year, and I think it's been going really well. I think I've been getting a lot of good use out of it, so I think I will probably make a separate video covering like what I've been using it for, how it's worked for me, what hasn't worked for me, and maybe I'll do a plan with me video. We shall see. But yeah, stay tuned. And that is it. That is the end of this video. I feel like I've talked so much. I've talked my head off. I'm incredibly sweaty and exhausted from just talking. In case you haven't noticed, I'm like completely out of breath. I probably sound like I've been out of breath this entire video, and yeah, that's the 3rd trimester for you. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me up to this point in the video. If you're still here with me, thank you so, so much. I hope you've been well. Let me know down in the comments below what you've been up to, how you've been doing, that kind of thing. I know I'm not on Instagram at the moment, but feel free to comment down below and I'll get back to you. So yeah, as always, thank you very much for watching. Take care, stay safe and healthy, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.